Hi Panthers, welcome to another edition of Rewind. I'm your host, Connor McDonald, and today I'll be reviewing the albums Daydream by Sonic Youth and Big Dumb Idiot by Tom Cardy. First of all, I gave Daydream Nation a 9 out of 10, a high rating for a groundbreaking album. When I first listened to this album, I assumed that it had followed the grunge craze of the early 90s and was released after Nirvana's breakout album Nevermind in 1991. But I was shocked to learn that this album came out in 1988 and directly influenced many of the heavier, disordered rock that emerged in the 90s. And unlike most early grunge acts who were centered in Seattle, the Sonic Youth were a New York-based band. While this album was never a huge commercial success, with only one of its songs, Teenage Riot, even breaking the alt-rock top 25, its rave reviews were parlayed by the band into a lucrative recording contract, relieving the band's issues with money. Part of what makes this album unique is its fascinating guitar tuning. According to a profile by music writer Mike Azared, the Sonic Youth were strapped for cash, leading to the purchase of dozens of sub-standard guitars that they tuned for each song in a myriad of odd ways, from hitting strings with drumsticks to sticking screwdrivers into the fret, or even replacing guitar strings with piano strings. The strange guitars only enhanced the song's riotous sound and lent it a sense of timelessness, a hard feat to manage, especially for an album that's 35 years old. Daydream as an album is excellent, with its 14 songs spanning over an hour of ragged guitars and emotional lyrics. My favorite songs from this album are the opening song, Teenage Riot, the experimental combination of piano and spoken dialogue, Providence, and the ZZ Top-inspired Eliminator Jr. I would recommend this album to any fans of grunge, rock, or pop, or anyone interested in learning more about the origins of the grunge sound. Our next album is a newer release from Australian singer, songwriter, comedian Tom Cardy, titled Big Dumb Idiot. I gave this album a 10 out of 10 because I loved every minute of it, though many people would probably disagree. Part of the genius of Cardy's comedy is his non-sequitur streak, where songs about relationships are mixed with one-off tracks about Louis Theroux, corgis, the capitalism of Santa Claus, high fives, and a track about MLMs. Another essential component of Cardy's music are his elaborately edited music videos, which all take place in his basement recording studio. This album was released in December of 2022, and while not a top-selling record, has a devoted following. While most attention of listeners of this album will be devoted to the lyrics, music behind them is impressive too. Cardy is most at home with a power pop combination of synths, and occasionally will add in other instruments to fit his lyrics, most notably in the country-inspired The Ballad of Smoking Joe. My favorite songs from this album are Naughty or Nice, Red Flags, and Your Love Is Not Enough, but honestly, most songs on this album are hilarious. To truly appreciate this album, it would be preferable if you watched the accompanying videos, but even without the